Today I'm going to give you a quick introduction to MachiniCam Beta 2. The changes since Beta 1 are on the website, so I won't list them out here, but I'll mention some of them as we go along. To start recording, the first thing you have to do is select an area of the screen to record. You can do that by either selecting a window or by selecting an area. If you have the Set Window Size option selected, the area or window will be set to the value of this drop down. If you deselect Set Window Size and then select Area, you will get a resizable box that you can stretch and move. You can also type a size into the text box in the same format that you see here: width, space, x, space, height. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do this. Set window size. Set the size to 640 by 360 and select area. You also have options here to set the recording size to full, half or third. Press the record button to start recording. The number of frames and time are displayed here. If you're logged on as an administrator, it will also display the CPU and memory usage. If you're recording audio, this is a volume meter. When you're done, click on Stop. If you click this play button, the most recently recorded clip will play. Or you can click on the Files button and it will open the folder that you're saving video to. Those are the basic steps to record video. Now let's look at options. Click on the Options button. Update Preview. This is selected by default so that the preview here is updated. If you're short of resources, turning this off will save some CPU load. Codec. By default, Lagrange lossless codec is installed with MachiniCam and is a high quality codec for our screen capture, but you can choose any codec that you have installed. Some of them may not work or give distorted playback. Others may work well and give smaller files but with some loss of detail. FPS, frames per second, 20 is a good choice. If you have a modern powerful computer with decent graphics cards, you may be able to get more. This is the file name and location, which is set to your default video folder. If you want to change the default location, I'll show you how to do that in a minute. Here you have the option to capture the mouse and record audio, and you can keep the MachiniCam window on top here. Next we can look at setting up the defaults. Click on the Defaults button. On the first page you can set the default values for FPS, set window size, on or off, the recording size, and keep on top. Next is where you can set up the default location and file name. When you start recording, MachiniCam will add a timestamp to the file name to make it unique, so you don't record over a previous clip. Finally, on this page you can set the default codec. Next page, mouse capture. By default you can turn on capture mouse, highlight mouse and click animation. You can set the colour here, or you can set it by name from the drop down. You can change the transparency of the highlight. And you can change the size of the highlight and mouse. Next page is hotkeys. You can start, stop and pause recording using the hotkeys as you can see here. You can change these hotkeys by highlighting the function you want to change and pressing either a function key or combined Shift, Alt, Control and a function key. So I'm going to change record to Control F9, pause to Control F11 and stop to Alt Control F10. And then I'm going to change them back again. You can also use hotkeys to change the visibility and size of the user interface, and you can change the hotkeys in the same way. That's the hotkeys, and now finally the audio. You can set MachiniCam to by default record audio, and you can set how the audio is recorded. If you select the record audio to MP3 file, the audio is recorded to a separate file. If you don't, the audio is incorporated into the AVI file. I like to keep the audio and video separate so that I can edit them independently and put them back together again when I'm happy with the results. At the top of the form is the hide option. When MachiniCam is hidden, it doesn't show in the taskbar either. It's hidden to the system notification area or system tray. If you right click on the MachiniCam icon, you will bring up a context menu with the options to record, pause, stop, show MachiniCam and show small control. If you select the small control, you will get a small interface which looks like this, where you have record, pause and play options, and you can also hide or go back to the full-size interface. For the video record buttons to be active, you have to have already selected the area of the screen to record. You can also access the small control by left-clicking on the item in the notification area. Finally, please download MachiniCam Beta 2 and let me know what you think of it by using the feedback button. Thanks for watching, see you next time.